So now with this, we want to create a new function or a new method which can create an entirely new product on Firebase. Okay, so over here, let's minimize the command line. And after doing that, now let's create a new function. So over here we have def, and inside def the function name is create product. Okay, so now inside create product, let's not accept any parameters because we will be asking the user for some content inside this particular function. Okay, so over here, after leaving some space from the margin, now let's ask the user to define a name for the product. Okay, so over here, now let's print please enter a name. Okay, so over here we can ask the user to enter a particular name. So over here we have name is equal to input. So with this we are accepting the name from the user. So now after accepting the name, now we want to accept the price and the delivery date. Okay, so over here if you look at keyboard, now we have a price and then a delivery date. Okay, so over here let's go back, let's copy this same thing and let's paste it. So please enter a price, and over here we have price. Then let's paste it again, and then please enter a delivery time, and over here we have delivery. So over here after every variable, just let's type in, before every variable let's type in user. So over here we have user underscore name, then we have user underscore price, and then we have user underscore delivery. Okay, so now with this we have created 3 variables which are user delivery, user price and user name. So now we want to create an entirely new Firebase document. Okay, so to do that, first of all, now let's use the all products variable. So over here we have all products. So all products dot, and after dot, now let's define a document. Okay, so over here we have all products dot document, and inside all products dot document, let's pass in the name of the document. So if you look at Firestore, then the name of the document is essentially the product that we are searching for. Okay, so over here the name of the document is user underscore name. Then after giving in a name to this document, now we want to assign some data to it. So to assign some data, we use the dot set method. So after set, we have round brackets, and now inside set, just like update, we assign a key value per object. Okay, so to do that, if you look at the key value object again, then this is a JSON object and each and every text is enclosed within curly brackets. Okay, so now let's do the same thing. So over here we have curly brackets, and now on a new line, let's assign some values to it. So over here inside a particular product, we are assigning a price. So the name of this particular variable is price. Okay, so over here let's type in price, and after price, now let's assign some value to price. So after price we have a colon, and now we want to assign a price value to this particular object. So over here let's assign a price. So the name of the price variable is called user price. Okay, so price is equal to user underscore price, and then let's assign some more values over here. So after price, the second thing which we have is the delivery date.